Hello. So this video is focusing on the tour given by Christ College. Now, Christ College has got varying reputations from people in my generation. It wasn't deemed to be a very academic or well-performing school. It has gone through a bit of a journey, but it now has a fantastic head, Mr. Samson, let's see if I can get this right, Olusanya. And he's been there for many years now, and he's really turned the school around, and they now have girls, which is an absolute game changer for any school. So, a bit of background. Christ College, they call themselves CCF, which took me a bit of getting used to, but I'm almost there. It's a specialist school for maths and science and sports. However, don't let that put you off, because there is an amazing video that they put online, and it was actually very touching. Actually, there were a couple of girls, I think they were year sevens, who were speaking about the things that they loved at school. And one of the girls said in particular that art and music were what she loved. And the other one I think was religion and philosophy. So it's not just maths and it's not just science. So don't be benchmarked into thinking it's just for those two subjects. It's not. Okay, so the video itself, I was so impressed with. It was really professionally done. Lovely music in the background. It made me quite emotional at one point when one of the girls was talking about friendships. It was beautifully done, very impressive. Well done, Christ College. So the head comes on, introduces himself and talks about the core values at the school, and he says that they have high aspirations. Yes, you do. Then a couple of the teachers come on. One of them was a sports teacher, was a female teacher. She talked about how she loved working at the school and that they have clubs before school, lunchtime and after school. They're all free. And some of the clubs that are talked about are football club, basketball club, and chess, among others. A really appealing thing about this school is that they teach Mandarin. It's one of the only schools that I've ever heard of that teaches Mandarin. The other one is Dwight, actually. They have loads of sports, lots of music, robotics. Everyone is very hot on robotics, especially private schools. This has been going on for a few years now. They've got cadets and they've got lots of trips. Then the head of year 7 did a couple of little speeches about the history of the school and how they're really proud that the school was established about 160 years ago. That's a lot of CCF kids that have gone through there and been successful. And they like to develop the child as a whole person, not just academically or sports-wise, but as a whole person. So I presume that involves well-being, emotional well-being too. And then another teacher came on and told us about the enrichment opportunities. So they visit primary schools, care homes, theatres, and then there's something called the Speak Out Challenge, which sounds like debating or something cool like that. Science is a main speciality, so they do lots of science experiments. So if you do have a little bubbling scientist in your home, perhaps consider this school. There is so the setup of the website at the moment is there wasn't an official date for a virtual tour. They had done snippets, so little pages, a page with the online video, the professional video, a page with the head speech, another video, and then there was a page with all children's little bits of writing, little paragraphs that they'd written from about 4 children from year 8 reflecting on year 7, and then a couple that have just finished their A-levels or GCSEs. One GCSE, one A-level. So the head speech was really good, Mr. Olusanya. He talked about CCF, Christ College Finchley, pursuing academic excellence. So he has really high expectations for the school, and the head does set the tone for the entire school. If you've got a good head, it will filter down. If they're passionate, it will filter down through to the staff, leadership team, the staff, and onto the students. He talked about a family ethos for CCF, which came across actually. And I always love it when they talk about things like that. It means that there's a really nurturing, caring factor about their students. But they have high standards of behaviour. Now, Christ College has had a reputation for not having great behaviour, but it has pulled its socks up and it is doing really well in that area of things now. He talks about the development of the whole child and there being excellent pastoral care. to the point that there is a learning manager and a tutor for each year group, which is great. Year 7, 8 and 9 have girls. Yay! Now, I went to a school that was all boys, and I was one of the first girls to enter a year group, and I know that it seriously changes the dynamic of that school. So yeah, year 7, 8 and 9 have girls. That's it for the moment. The rest of the year groups are boys. But yeah, fast and coming, a very, very mixed school. They have a fast track group, which is great for all of those who are gifted and talented. And I love this, a smashing the glass ceiling group. I mean, that doesn't need any explanation, does it? They have robotics club, a robotics specialism, engineering and film club. So anybody that would be interested in those 3 categories, have a look at it. So one of the pages on the website I said was about students writing little excerpts, little paragraphs about their experience of being at Christ College. One of the children who is now in year 8 reflecting back on year 7 was in choir club, writing club, art club, dance, and on the Mandarin Excellence program. I just love that they do Mandarin. I think that's so awesome. So there you go. It shows you that it's not just science and maths. There's lots of creative things in there. Art, choir, dance, writing club. Love that. I wish I had a writing club at school. A second year 7 student reflects on before they started school, before they started in September, they had 2 days before. One of them was a friendship afternoon tea, which was before they started school. So they get to meet their teachers, some teachers and some fellow students, and a team building day. Now, isn't that amazing to meet the faces that you're going to be kind of being taught by and some of the other kids in your class before you actually start in September? So they just kiss away the anxiety and they can be a bit more excited about it. So I think really, really great structure, great programs in place. There was another year 8 child that talked about being in chess club, sign language club, marvellous, design technology, DT and science club, again, linking with their specialism. And a year 12 child was talking about the Smashing the Glass Ceiling program, which was a highlight for them for their year. And this particular student got 8 9s and 2 8s for their GCSEs. So absolutely smashed it. Well done. The last page that I looked at was the transition program. So again, pulling on from what some of the year 8 students said, one particular year 8 student said. They have Friendship Afternoon, which is in March. So National Offers Day is on the 1st of March. So shortly after you get your offer and you presumably accept, you'll be called in to have Friendship Afternoon. What a lovely thing to do, you know, mid-year before you've even finished your time at primary school. They have primary visits. So the teacher or somebody from the school will come and visit you in your current primary school, talk to you then. You can ask them questions about any anxieties that you have, anything you want to ask. And that's in June, July. Team building afternoon, which is in June. Again, getting to know the teachers, getting to know some of the children before you start in September. I can't express the power that this gives your year 7s when they arrive at Christ College in September. Then they have induction day, which is workshops, taster lessons and fun activities. Quite a few schools do run those, and activity booklets for the child to fill out over the holidays. So that's my feedback. Christ College, one to watch out for. I'm definitely very, very interested in this school, and I think that the head is doing amazing things and they've got a great team working there. Yeah, hope that helped. Bye.